Hello fellow Pokemon trainers, my name is VideoJames, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to use Vaporeon. Now, the reason this video didn't go up yesterday and it's going up today, as well as the Pokemon Soul Silver Nuzlocke video that I always do on Tuesdays, is because when I went to edit the video that I had for this yesterday, because I had actually recorded this video yesterday, I realized that I forgot a set, and when I was editing, as I realized I edited it and I forgot a set, when I edited it, the entire progress that I had made editing was erased. And when I went back to edit it again, the footage was corrupted. So basically, the entire video was just a wash because, first off, I forgot something, and second off, the video just got completely wrecked. Regardless, today we're going to be looking at Vaporeon. Now, Vaporeon, not my tippy-top favorite of the evolutions. That, of course, has to belong to Umbreon, because Umbreon is top. But Vaporeon's still very useful. We see pure water typing, meaning we are going to get the resistance to water, fire, ice, and I believe steel is the other resistance, but we are going to be weak to grass and electric. So we got a couple common things to worry about: Mega Venusaur, Tapu Koko, Tangrowth, just a couple of things. Maybe a Heatran if it has the solar beam, grass Z type crystal thing. Look at the abilities. We see we have Water Absorb. Basically, if you get hit by a water type move, your HP goes up by a fourth, which is very useful because, say, Vaporeon took about 50% of its health, and you'd used a Wish, and you swapped out into something that was going to take, say, an electric type move like a Landorus, and that Landorus got the Wish effect. Well, then you wait for someone to, say, throw an Ash Greninja out, and you wait for them to use a Water Shuriken, then you swap back into Vaporeon, and they give you the free HP back. And then the hidden ability is actually Hydration, which basically means any status, actually any status except for Confusion and Infatuation, are going to be healed when it's raining. So Sleep, Poison, Burn, Paralyze, whatever have you. Common things I see with a Hydration set is typically I see it on Goodra. And it's actually very well used on Goodra, because Goodra's got really tanky stats, and it can make good use of Rain Dance. Vaporeon stats we see, not too bad in terms of tank itself, but it's got a maximum 130 HP, it's got 65 in the attack and the speed, 60 in the defense, 95 in the special defense, and 110 in the special attack. So we see kind of basic water stats, that it's more stocked up on HP and stronger in the special attack and special defense. So we can tell right away we can either go for a special sweeper, or we can go for a special tank. The first Vaporeon set we see is actually an Assault Vest Vaporeon set. Now, the reason I'm saying Assault Vest instead of Choice Item is just because with a Choice Item, you're trying to boost one stat, and typically it only ever goes for the attacks, the special attack, or the speed. So, with Vaporeon, the Assault Vest works out a lot better. You could argue that a Choice Specs with maxed out speed would be good, because when you do that, you get the HP to about 401, so you still got some good HP. And the speed will go up to 229, which with a timid nature that reaches about 250, 256. But with the Assault Vest, you actually manage to take advantage of your high HP, and you actually manage to take your special defense, and make it something you can use to your advantage. So we see we got the Water Absorb with the Assault Vest, and we've got Scald, Ice Beam, and Hidden Power Ground. Now you could run another move, it's got Shadow Ball, you could run Signal Beam, which, if you like to run Signal Beam for the chance for Confusion, I would say go ahead, because Signal Beam I used to run on my Jolteon. And then we have the maxed out HP and special attack with the Modest Nature and the 4 EVs thrown into the special defense. So with this one, the idea is we've got a high amount of HP, meaning it's going to take a while to get us taken down. We've got the high special attack, meaning we're going to be doing a decent bit of damage, at least as much as a Greninja without a Life Orb. And with our special defense being buffed up by the Assault Vest, we're going to have 350-something in our special defense, and we're going to be able to take a good amount of hits. Now, this set runs very similar to stuff like Torterra. That Torterra has huge amounts of bulk in its HP, attack, and defense, and it's got decent enough bulk in its special defense, so we take the Assault Vest and we make it to where that special defense is something that we're actually getting use of. That with both Torterra and Vaporeon, that we're actually boosting our special defense to viable levels, to where we can actually make it tank potential. The next set is a Protect, Wish, Toxic, Scald, with the maxed out HP and special defense with the Calm Nature, and the leftovers with the Water Absorb. So the idea behind this one is we're a basic kind of stally Vaporeon in a way. That we got the maxed out special defense and HP, meaning we're going to take a couple hits, and with Wish, we're actually going to be able to give any Pokemon half of our HP, which is going to be 230-something, 232, which is basically going to be over half of a lot of Pokemon's health. That Ash Greninja. That's going to be over an Ash Greninja's half of its health. Garchomp. It's going to be over half of Garchomp's health. Absol. Going to be over half of Absol health. It's just going to be over a lot of Pokemon's half healths. And we're actually going to be able to make it to where Wish can give us basically a coverage option for our entire team. And then we get the Protect to give us that free turn just in case we decide, oh, I want to stay in for a Wish because they've got a Pokemon out now that can't really do much to me. So I just stay in and I keep wishing up and I keep protecting. So eventually they're going to be forced to kind of kill themselves in a way that I can't manage. Then we have Toxic as our slow kind of draining move. That Toxic, we all know how bad it is after a couple turns, that after at least 10, it's going to be doing over half of a Pokemon's max HP. And then we have Scald. Now the reason Scald is really good on a lot of Vaporeon sets, in fact it's good on all Vaporeon sets, and I would say probably favorable to Surf, is that Scald has the chance to inflict Burn, which Burn has the attack lowering potential to lower the attack down by half of it. So with our low defenses, we can see we're not really going to take that much of a physical hit, but if we can get a Burn off, then we're actually going to be able to have the potential to take a physical hit and still have a good amount of HP left over. And then the next set is actually a Damp Rock Hydration set. So like I said, this set kind of runs similar to Goodra in a way, that we've got the Damp Rock with Hydration, we've got Rain Dance, Rest, Acid Armor, and Scald with the 56 in the HP, the 200 in the defense, and the 252 in the special defense. So the idea behind this one is we're not completely maxing out our HP, but we're putting just enough investment in it to where we'll still have a high amount of HP. So with Rain Dance, we're basically setting up the rain for our hydration, and with the Damp Rock, it's going to be lasting 8 turns, so that's going to be 8 turns of rain just protecting us from status. Now we have Rest as our heal recovery. Now the reason we're not running Wish with this one is because Hydration gets rid of Sleep. So with Rest, we can actually get rid of our Sleep that we inflict on ourselves after Hydration, and then next turn we'll just be able to go for maybe Acid Armor, raise our defense, or Scald, do some damage. And then like I said, we got Acid Armor, raise our defense. That Acid Armor, really good move on Vaporeon when it used to be a very common Pokemon. That raising our defense by 2 means we're going to be getting in the 412s with 1 Acid Armor. So we're going to be getting up to a good amount of defense. And with our HP and special defense, we're going to be having that decent bulk. And with Rest or Wish, depending on which one you want to run, I still suggest Rest with this set, then we're going to be healing up, and we're just going to be keeping ourselves alive for longer and longer and raising our defenses to be stronger and stronger. Hey, that actually rhymed. And then we have Scald as our one attacking move. And then for the final set, we have a Vaporeon Trapping set. Now this set runs similar to Heatran. That if any of you have ever seen Heatran lately, you know how it kind of works. That it's got Magma Storm, which is a fire trapping move. Basically acts like Fire Spin, only with a lot more power and is unique to Heatran. It's got Solar Beam, which boosts up by the Grassinium Z, so it gets able to take out any water types. It's got Earth Power, and it's got Taunt to shut down stuff like Sableye. So with this set, we've got the Binding Band with Water Absorb. We've got Whirlpool, Toxic, Wish, and Protect, with the maxed out HP and special defense with the Calm Nature. Now with this set, we're basically focusing on our special defense and our HP. That we're going to be wanting to intercept every special hit that we can. So we got the Whirlpool there is our trapping move. That a trapping move is always dangerous because if you can't swap out and you're just taking continuous damage, that can be a problem for any Pokemon. And then we have Toxic as another damaging move. That as long as they're trapped in and they can be poisoned, then Toxic and Whirlpool as a combination isn't going to be a good idea for them. Then we have Wish there as our heal recovery, that with this set, Wish actually works better. So we got that, and we've got Protect as our free turn safe move. Now the reason I have the Binding Band on this set is the Binding Band raises the amount of turns that a trapping move is actually in effect. So I believe it raises it from 5 turns to 8. Meaning we are actually going to be getting a longer duration of Whirlpool dealing damage, and we're also going to be getting more turns of Toxic damage dealt to our opponent. And that is basically going to be it for how to use Vaporeon. Like I said, it is a very useful Pokemon, and it used to be very common. In fact, I used to run a Vaporeon as just a fun part of an evolution team. But a lot of people don't really use it anymore, and personally I feel like it should get a little bit more use than it does. Actually, now that I think about it, I think whenever I say about a Pokemon I want to see, or whenever I talk about a Pokemon I want to see being used more, it's always a classic Pokemon. So I think I kind of just want a retro phase in Pokemon where everything goes backwards and we all start out from basic. Which, to be fair, might actually be a good thing to do with Pokemon Let's Go. Regardless, I'm going to leave this video here. As always, if you guys have any suggestions for Pokemon you want to see me do videos on, let me know down in the comments. I am working on a Zoroark video right now, but I still have to do a bit more research on Zoroark, just to kind of get the idea of how it works. I've got the basic idea, but I'm still trying to work out a few kinks in some of the sets. Regardless, for now I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, you can slap the like button as always, and I'll see all you beautiful people in the next video.